Hi everyone, this is your boss Mom VA and I create videos about work from home tips, freelancing lifestyle and home-based business tips. So if you're interested with these kinds of topic, just keep on watching. Okay, so for this video, we will talk about first client interview tips. So disclaimer lang, I'm not claiming that I am a professional on this field. I'm just sharing my tips and also bibigyan ko kayo ng insights kung ano nga ba yung or what to expect during your first client interview. So nakapag-apply ka na online as a virtual assistant or as a freelancer and then meron ng client na nag-call back sa'yo and he is asking you for a short interview. So, what to expect and also ano yung mga dapat mong kailangang ihanda. So, if ready ka na, let's begin. So, first is what to prepare. So, ano yung mga kailangan mong i-prepare? Prepare your tools and equipment. First, make sure you have installed Zoom or Skype and other communication tool. So, kadalasan, ang mga ginagamit ng mga client to communicate with you is via Zoom or Skype. So, libre lang mag-sign in dyan. Ahead of time, i-install nyo na yan, yung Zoom or Skype, kasi dyan naman kadalasan yung mga client na mag-aasa inyo na dyan kayo nila interviewin. So, meron din ngayon marami ng mga communication tools, hindi lang Zoom or Skype, pero yung Zoom and yung Skype, yung most na ginagamit. So, almost lahat ng nag-interview sa akin via Zoom or Skype lang yung ginagamit. Meron ding iba kagaya ng Slack, WhatsApp, even Facebook Messenger, meron ding i-interview dyan. So, depende kung ano yung preferred ng client. So, tatanungin ka naman niya kung if you have a Skype account or Zoom. So, kung Zoom, bigyan ka niya usually ng link and sa link na yun, i-click mo lang yun para makapasok ka doon sa meeting, doon sa Zoom meeting na kanyang ginawa. So, sa Skype naman is, i-chat ka muna niya if you're ready for a call and then that's it. Then, next is make sure you use PC or laptop. So, ayun. So, kadalasan ang iniisip ng iba porket first interview, pwede na yung smartphone since pwede naman ding ma-download yung Zoom or Skype sa smartphone mo. Pero ako, I prefer na gumamit kayo ng PC or laptop kasi usually yung mga client on the spot, isi-share nila, mag-i-screen share sila sa inyo, ipapakita na agad sa inyo yung mga task na gagawin mo. And also, minsan, bibigay niya na agad yung logins para makapag-sign in ka na. And kung smartphone lang yung gamit mo, kung CP lang, and then you will miss the chance na ma-hire ka on the spot. So, para sa akin, PC or laptop talaga ang lagi mong gamitin during your interview. Kasi kadalasan sa mga clients ko na nag-interview sa akin on the spot, binigyan niya na nila yung logins. Since naka-PC or laptop ako, nag-screen share siya. And on the spot, after nung call, hired na kagad ako kasi nga, pinakita niya na yung mga task na gagawin ko. And then, sinabi ko na oo, kaya kong gawin yung mga task na yan. And then, nag-agree na kami sa aming negotiation. So, very important to. Huwag niyong kakaligtaan. Be professional. So, although pwede naman sa smartphone, sa CP, pero for more chance na ma-hire ka, use PC or laptop. Next is to check your webcam and headset if working. Make sure that you have a good internet connection. So, very important to, although hindi naman lahat ng interview is kailangan ng webcam or video call. Preferred yun ng client yun naman kung gusto nila call lang or merong video. Pero ako para lang maging handa and just to make sure and gusto naman din ng client na makita niya kung legit ka rin is mas maganda kung meron ka ng ahead of time, meron ka ng webcam. Kung sa laptop, syempre, i-check mo na agad kung gumagana yung built-in web camera. And very important yung headset. Kasi may story na nag-apply yung isang kakilala ko and then naglolo ko yung headset niya, hindi niya na-check. So, pumangit yung flow ng call and then sinabi na lang ng client na i-schedule na natin yung interview and then wala ng callback. So, dahil doon nadismaya siguro yung client and then wala na siyang callback. So, it's very important though, these are just little things na hindi natin pinapansin during an interview. Pero it's very important na meron kang working webcam and headset and also good internet connection. Alam natin na medyo choppy yung ating internet connection here sa Philippines and as much as possible if naka-wired internet connection ka, then mas maganda yon kaysa sa naka-data ka lang kasi nga para hindi putol-putol. And yung ibang kasing client, syempre since busy sila, very busy sila, meron ka lang isang chance na ma-interview ka niya. So, make the most out of it. So, galingan mo na. So, kailangan yung mga tools mo is nakahanda na ahead of time and working lahat. Okay, so next is be on time. Make sure to be ready 30 minutes before the call time. So, very important to, no? Kasi yung mga client nga, sabi ko nga, is very busy, ano? And pag sinabi nilang 1 PM your time or 1 PM their time, kasi ang mga client natin naman is usually foreigners, right? So, ipaliwanag nyo sa kanila kung anong time yung susundin, ano? Kasi minsan baka sinabi niyang 1 PM lang, yung pala is American time. Pero nag-abang ka ng 1 PM Philippine time. So, make sure na maliwanag yun kung anong time zone kayo mag-interview. So, 30 minutes before, very important na ikaw na yung ready, lalo sa Zoom meeting. So, ayaw mo naman yung client mo yung mag-aantay sa'yo bago ka makapasok dun sa meeting niya, dun sa call meeting. So, 30 minutes before pa lang is dapat ready ka na. Next is how to prepare for the interview session. First is prepare your own answers and practice on how you could potentially answer those interview questions. So ahead of time pa lang, habang nag-a-apply ka pa lang, kunyari is ang ina-applyan mong post is virtual assistant, right? So, alam mo may potentially may magko-call back sa'yo and mag-interview sa'yo na client. So ako, ang ginawa ko, nung newbie ako, ang ginawa ko is nag-research talaga ako sa Google and then sa YouTube. Mahilig ako manood ng mga free tutorial. So, i-type mo lang doon is client interview, virtual assistant. O, so, kung ano yung pinasukan mo, in-applyan mo. And then, i-apply mo ng client interview, social media manager, ano pa ba, client interview, email campaign. So, depende dun sa pinasukan mo or in-applyan mo. So, marami yan sa YouTube, marami rin sa Google. Yung mga most common question na tinatanong ng mga client. So, hindi mo naman kailangan kabisaduhin. Pero kailangan mo lang i-familiarize yung sarili mo. I-familiarize mo yung answer mo. I-take note mo yung mga potential na question and then pag na-take note mo na yon, i-answer mo yon sa sarili mo. And kasi nga iba-iba naman tayo ng post na ina-applyan. So, i-practice mo na agad yung answer para maging familiar ka. And then, just practice on it. Magsalita ka, speak out loud kasi nga lalo na kung hindi naman tayo masyadong fluent sa English. Ano mo siya, parang practicein mo siya ng nagsasalita ka. Parang kunyari nagsasalita ka mag-isa para lang hindi ka mag-buckle during the interview. Like, walang mga dead air masyado. Though hindi maiiwasan yun. Pero practice nga makes perfect, di ba? So, mas maganda kung handa na yung isip mo na, ay, ito na pala, ito yung tinanong niya, ito yung naaral ko ah. So, at least ready ka na and prepared ka na. Yun nga yung sinabi ko is search via Google or YouTube on how to answer client interviews for freelancing job. So, ayun nga, marami kasing ano na ngayon, maraming YouTube tutorial. So, doon lang naman ako natuto kasi since nung newbie ako, hindi ko talaga alam kung ano yung virtual assistant. Pero yun yung in-applyan ko. Since yun yung na-search ko na medyo common ngayon na pang entry level kapag freelancer ka. And araw-araw lang yan, naghahanap ako ng mga topic about virtual assistant and yung paano yung common na questions ng mga clients and inaral ko and then nag-interpret ako ng sarili kong sagot. Kaya nung during interview na-familiarize ko na siya, hindi na ako masyadong kabado dahil prepared na ako. Then, yun nga, practice, practice. So, practice makes perfect. Lagi mo lang i-practice yung mga common like yung experience about virtual assistant or are you able to work for this schedule? So, yung mga ganon. Next is what to do during the interview. Ano na yung mga gagawin mo pag nasa interview ka na. Of course, first is be calm during the interview. Call them by their first name. So, dito sa Philippines, laging ang connotation is tawagin natin yung mga superior natin ng sir or ma'am. Pero hindi sa mga foreigners kasi, I've been working for BPO for 6 years, and you don't call them sir, ma'am. You call them by their first name. Okay, so kung Matthew yung pangalan niya, hi Matthew, hi Cindy, yan, hi Jackie, yung mga ganon. First name basis sila, hindi sila nagpapatawag ng ma'am or sir. So, keep that in mind. Huwag silang tatawaging sir or ma'am. And of course, yun na, kalmado ka lang, and as much as possible, dapat friendly yung approach mo sa nag interview sa'yo. Para meron agad siyang impression na, uy, cool tong katrabaho ah. Kasi hindi naman siya ganun ka, as in, friendly yung vibe niya. So, ito naman, common interview questions. So, ito lang yung masi-share ko sa inyo na sa experience ko, based sa experience ko, I have 5 clients now, and ito yung mga common question na tinanong sa akin during interview para sa virtual assistant post. Yung your experience with that particular job post they're looking. Yun nga, for example, you are applying for virtual assistant. Tatanungin nila yung experience mo kung meron ka na bang experience as a virtual assistant. And then yung schedule and available time. So, doon lang siya umiikot yung questions. Um, kung meron ka ng experience, then madali mong masasagot yan, ano. Pero paano 'pag newbie, totally newbie, hindi mo alam pa kung ano talaga yung gagawin mo as virtual assistant. So, bibigyan ko kayo ng tip kung paano mo sasagutin yan. Newbie tip, if you have no experience, first is just showcase your skills and focus on your skills. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Kasi yung client, hindi naman yan magtatanong sa'yo ng edad mo, saan ka nakatira, anong tinapos mo. Hindi sila magpo-focus doon. Laging itatanong nila is if you have virtual assistant experience. So, if wala pa, then sabihin mo sa kanila na this is my first time for a virtual assistant post. Before, I work for, then sabihin mo kung ano yung work mo before. And then, sabihin mo na, and now you are trying to switch your career as a freelancer. And this is a great opportunity to work with you as your virtual assistant. So, as your virtual assistant, I can do data entry tasks that you want me to do. I am familiar with Google Docs, Google Slides. I am very organized. I can organize your files. And also any task, research, anything, admin support that you want me to do, I can do that for you. So, yun lang naman talaga yung sinabi ko. Nag-focus ako sa skills. Yung skills na alam kong magagamit ko para masuportahan siya dun sa business niya or dun sa ginagawa niya. So, ibida mo lang yung skills mo. Hindi mo kailangang ibida yung experience mo, kundi paano mo siya matutulungan. Yun nga, assure them that you are capable of doing the task. So, yun lang. Yun lang ang pinaka-tip ko talaga kung newbie ka at wala kang experience sa virtual assistant. Sabihin mo lang yung skills mo na kaya mo. Kaya mong mag-Microsoft Excel. If may research work, you are capable of navigating the tools. You know how to use Google. Yung mga ganong basic na, yun lang naman ang gusto niyang malaman ng client eh. Kung capable ka bang gumawa ng research, ng data entry, kung may papakulik sa sayong data, kaya mo ba yun? Yung mga basic lang. So, if nabida mo yan at confident kang isagot yan, guaranteed na makukuha mo yung job. Kasi alam ni client na familiar ka naman pala sa skills na yun at pwede kang maturuan. At huwag ka mag-alala kasi almost lahat ng naging client ko, nagbibigay agad muna sila ng instructions kung paano talaga gawin yung specific task. So, minsan via document o kaya by video tutorial, sasabihin niya, alam mo ba tong ano na to, tool na to? Pag sinabi mo, no, it's my first time to use that tool. But I just show me how to use it and then I can do that for you. I can learn it. So, ganun lang sabihin mo, okay, I will do a simple instruction for this. And that's it. Hindi mo na kailangan magpaka-expert pa kasi yung mga clients naman, bibigay nila muna yung instruction sa'yo. Kasi iba-iba naman yung mga tools ngayon na ginagamit ng mga iba't ibang tao. And yeah, I think that's it. Just make sure lang, assure them that you are capable of doing the task. And then, eventually, positive ako na makukuha mo yun. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope meron kayong natutunan. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell para lagi ka notified pag meron tayong bagong video. And also, meron tayong Facebook page, Boss Mom VA. Pa-like ako at pa-follow sa page na yan. So, see you again next time. Bye now!